Hello students, today we are discussing the topic of some basic concept of chemistry. So let's get start our interaction. In this session we are going to learn about the laws of chemical combinations. There are 5 basic laws of chemical combinations that govern every reaction. So first one, see the law of conservation of mass. Second one is the law of definite proportion. Third one is law of multiple proportion. Fourth one is Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume. And last one is the Avogadro's law. So we see one by one. So first we see about the law of conservation of mass, which is stated by the Anthony Lavoisier. It states that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. In other words, we can say that during any physical or chemical change, the total mass of reactant is equal to the total mass of the products. For example, burning of phosphorus and mercury in presence of air both resulted in an increase in weight. After several experiments, it is concluded that the weight gained by the phosphorus was exactly the same as the weight lost by the air. Now we see about law of definite proportion. Joseph Prost stated this law. This law stated that a given compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by the weight. For example, if you take ice water, river water and sea water, so the elements are fixed, that is the H2O, and they show the 1:8 in ice water, also in river water and also in the sea water. So what is our observation? Elements are fixed, ratio also fixed. Next, moving to a forward, law of multiple proportion, which is stated by the Dalton, and according to this law, if two elements can combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element that combined with the fixed mass of the other element is in the ratio of small whole numbers. For example, here we take two reactions. The reactant sides are the same, carbon and oxygen. So two elements can combine. Which two elements? Carbon and oxygen going to combine to form more than one compound. They form the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, different compounds. So in first reaction, the carbon is in 1 gram. So carbon monoxide having the 1.33 gram. But in second example, carbon is in 1 gram, the CO2 has in 2.66 gram. So the mass of one element, this is the mass of one element, it comes out to be 1.32 and second mass of the compound is the 2.66. The mass of one element that combined with the fixed mass of the other element is in the ratio of small whole number. If you take the ratio of the CO2 to CO, so you get the 2:1, that is the simple ratio. Now we see about Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume. When gases are combined or are produced in chemical reaction, they do so in simple ratio by the volume, provided all the gases are at the same temperature and pressure. For example, if you take H2 plus Cl2 gives twice HCl. So when gases are combined, if the gases are combined, they are present at the reactant side, or they are produced, they are present at the product side. Okay, so here in this statement, when gases combine or are produced, the conditions are provided if the gases are combined or they produced in chemical reaction. They do so in a simple ratio. They show the simple ratio by their volume, and the condition is required, the gases are at the same temperature and the pressure. So if you take 1 liter of H2 and 1 liter of CO2, you get the 2 liters. So the ratio is 1:1:2. Moving to a forward, Avogadro's law. At the same temperature and pressure, equal volumes of the gases contain equal number of the molecules. If you take H2 and Cl2 gives twice HCl. So if you take the volume of the H2 is 1, volume of the Cl2 is 1. So The volume of HCl is the 2. So 2 is here coefficient for the HCl. But what about the coefficient of H2? So you have to consider coefficient for H2 is 1, and here coefficient of Cl2 you take the 1 coefficient for the Cl2. So 1 volume of the H2 and 1 volume of the Cl2 gives the 2 volume of the HCl. Also 1 molecule of the H2, 1 molecule of the Cl2, so you get the 2 molecules of the HCl. And 1 atom of the H2, 1 atom of the Cl2, so you get the 2 atom. So this is all about the different laws. So these laws are used, or these laws are very useful because all the reactions are based on these 5 basic laws. Thank you.